Hi guys, it has been a while since I've picked up the camera and vlogged. Honestly, it's just really hard to do this at my mother-in-law's house. There's just people everywhere and it's so fun and I don't want to take away from the experiences we're having with our family. But they are not here today. So I figured I'll pick up the camera, I'll vlog, do a little life update, share with you guys what we've been up to because I've been taking a few clips here and there. First of all, we have just been soaking up so much time with family and friends, and my son's best friend from Nashville and his mom, Bethany, who's also one of my best friends, came to visit us, and it was the most magical, special trip ever. I cannot believe they traveled all the way from Nashville, Tennessee to see us here in Southern California. We went to Disneyland, and it was their very first time ever going to Disney. So seeing the magic in their eyes, I just can't describe it. I have not been to Disney with a first timer since my kids. I think my kids are the only time I've ever been to Disney with a first timer. Growing up in Southern California, everyone I knew went to Disney. And so it was not it didn't feel the same way that it felt bringing my son's best friend and Bethany to Disney because you could just see the magic in their eyes. They were lighting up everywhere we turned. They were so mesmerized. And it was a thrill ride trip. We went on the Incredicoaster 3 times. We got park hoppers, we got the Lightning Lane passes, and we went on 18 rides. We were there for 14 hours. We saw the light parade. We saw the projection show. We went to Oga's Cantina. You name it, we did it. We maximized that trip. And we went on a Thursday and it was glorious. The weather was perfect. It was hardly busy at all. There was no crowds. The lines for the rides were pretty darn short. And then we also had the fast passes. So some rides we went on multiple times. Like I said, Incredicoaster 3 times. The boys loved it. Loved it. It was by far their favorite ride. They were just so happy. And it was both of their first upside down ride. So that is really special, really cool, really fun. What else have we been doing? Matthew's still back in Nashville. I don't know if I've shared this with you guys, but we are currently doing long distance. He was coming back and forth every other weekend, but now the remainder of our time here, he's going to be in Nashville. So it's going to be a full month that we're not going to see each other. And that is absolutely heartbreaking. We have never spent this much time apart. There was a brief time in our relationship where we had a long distance relationship. He was in San Diego and I was here. I was finishing up college. He got a job. And so we just were going back and forth, but we still saw each other every weekend. Either I was going there or he was coming here. And it was a 3-hour drive. So it wasn't that bad. This one's a little rough. I miss him so much and I can't keep talking about this. Otherwise I will cry. And my son starts homeschool on Monday. So we've just been doing it all, living in the California sun, loving it. I love California. It's been really nice being here, but I am also just so unbelievably excited to get this adventure on the road. We've gotten all of our documents together. Everything's in order for that. We still do need to sell my car and my husband's car. We're probably just going to do CarMax at the last minute for those. I've signed up for another travel credit card, so we have 2, so that way we don't have any foreign transaction fees, and we have a backup card in case something happens to one. And then we've also signed up for a new bank account without the foreign transaction fees. I can list all of that stuff down in the description if you guys are interested in which ones we signed up for. And then I still need to finish my TOEFL course. This course is going to be the end of me. I've been working so hard on it, but finding the time to finish it up, I'm 75% done, has been next to impossible. I thought it was going to be easier once we got in California because of the grandparents and all that, but I just don't want to take the time away from them. I love spending this time with them. We don't have much more time with them until we leave. So it's so hard for me to be you guys go ahead. I'm just going to work on this. But I need to either start waking up earlier or going to bed later and just get it done. Anyways, my kids are getting a little squirrely and I'm going to go do some activities with them. We're probably going to go swimming, go ride bikes, do something like that. Then I will catch up with you guys later and show you all of the Oak Meadow school supplies because I'm actually pretty darn excited to start homeschool. And I'm excited to learn these things along with my child. And I'm excited to see what my 4-year-old daughter picks up while we're homeschooling. Obviously, we're still going to do like preschool work with her, but she's going to be listening in on second grade work too. And she's a little sponge. So we're going to see what she can learn too. Anyways, stalling, rambling, doing all that because it's pretty hot outside and I'm kind of dreading going out there unless I can convince my kids to swim. So we'll talk soon. Bye. Also, this little microphone makes me feel way more professional. I've had it for years. I don't know why I never used it before. We ended up going outside to bike ride for a little bit, but it was so hot. The kids were like, we want to do something else. And I was like, hey, I need to put some stuff in storage. Let's go. So we went and did that. And then we got some In-N-Out. And then we headed back home. And I'll show you guys the Oak Meadow curriculum when we get home. Okay, guys, I don't have my handy little microphone, so I don't feel quite as professional. And I've actually got you guys sitting on top of my Ninja Creamy ice cream that I just made. I made a really yummy protein ice cream. But I'm going to show you all of the Oak Meadow curriculum before I get to eat my ice cream. So that's my motivation to get this done. It all came in this box right here. Some of this I purchased, and I'll let you know what I purchased and what they included in the price of the curriculum. And we did go with their option, which is where we have a teacher and they make sure everything is submitted. He has transcripts, it's accredited, all of that. It is much pricier than just buying the curriculum, but this is our first year homeschooling. We don't know what we're doing. We want some more guidance, and I just felt like that was a safer bet for us. So we bought a recorder. This did not come with it. We could have gotten, I believe, an option with the recorder, but we just bought one, and we actually already have another one. So we have 2 of them that we're going to be bringing with us. I bought some Post-it notes to keep myself organized, and those little like tabs that go on each page so I can mark what pages we're on. And a lot of these books do have digital versions, which I'm gonna weed out which ones we want to take with us and which ones we want to leave at home or leave at grandma's and then just use digital versions. I did purchase this. This was on the list of things to purchase. It's just a book with a bunch of like sketch paper basically. It's a medium weight sketchbook. And this is what a lot of his work will go in. I think this is amazing. This is a healthy living from start book. And it has a lot of great recipes, things about food, the doctors, first aid, illness prevention. It's got child development information so your kids can learn all of that. This also does have a digital version, and I'm thinking this one we're going to use the digital. But at least I have a few weeks here with all of the curriculum so I can figure out how I want to do it all. This might be my favorite book that came in here. This is the Book of Cultures, and it is so, so cute. They have literally like everywhere in here. I just happened to open up to Greece, and we are going to Greece. Greece is our first stop, so we'll definitely be studying Greece before we go. That's why we've been watching lots of National Geographic things on Greece. We've been watching Hercules. If you have any recommendations of other kids shows that might get my kids excited for Greece, please let me know in the comments. And then I've got some of these books already open to the pages that we're going to be doing for our first week of homeschool. This is the Oak Meadow resource book that they came with. This one definitely has to go with us. This is the Tuck Me In Tales and Other Stories. They do have this, I believe, as a digital version, but I think for kids and when they're reading and practicing reading, seeing it on a page is just much better than on a screen, in my personal opinion. Maybe a Kindle might be different. I don't know. I've never actually used a Kindle. And then this one is the Guide to Teaching Early Grades. It has a lot of great resources, and it also has a lot of the songs or the poems and things like that that we're going to be using. And I believe in here is, yeah. And also in here is, there's knitting that your child can learn. And I believe that in second grade, we are going to be doing crochet. I think that's one of our art projects. Then this is the most important book. This is the course book. This is what it looks like on the front. It's pretty big, but this is the most important book, and it goes through each lesson. Morning circle, the materials you're going to need, It goes through language arts, social studies, everything you're going to be doing for the whole first week of school, and I find it very easy to follow. There's math. It goes through your assignments of what you're going to need to be doing, arts and crafts, and there's this really great chart here where you can fill everything in. And then the beginning of it, there's a weekly guide so that you can line up your weeks. So this is what the weeks would look like. You just fill it out, what you're planning on doing, when you get it done, and all of that. There's more. There's a lot more in here. Then it came with all of these storybooks. There's 4 of them here. And with the Oak Meadow curriculum, anything can be swapped out. We just have to let our teacher know what we're doing, why we think we're doing it, and how it fits within the curriculum. They're really, really flexible with that, which we loved. Then there's the beginning recorder. My husband is going to be the one teaching the recorder because I have never played an instrument in my life. He played the piano growing up. My son did 2 years of violin, so he knows actually quite a bit about music and musical instruments. But the recorder is a new thing for him. This is the crafts book. I believe this one also has a digital version that we're probably going to be using the digital version of this so that we can keep some of these books so we don't have to travel with all of them. And then this is a little circle time CD of songs, and all of these can also be found online. They gave us this cute little book bag. So cute. And in here, they gave us 2 little wooden airplanes, 2 pencils, and a sticker. So that is all of our Oak Meadow curriculum. I am so excited. So excited for homeschool. So excited for this new journey. So excited for everything. And I mean, this sounds so sad, but not sending my children back to school this school year really relieved a lot of my stresses and anxieties. Like a lot. And I never, ever thought I would be a homeschool parent. Ever. I used to think that homeschool parents were crazy. I really did. I was like, nope, that's not me. I can't do it. And I used to be a preschool teacher. So it's not like the teaching of the child. It was just like, I felt that school was the right place for a kid to be. And I just didn't think I would do it. But here we are. Things have changed a lot. Never say never. That's another thing. Never say never. Because you never know how things are going to change. You never know what's going to happen. And I think this is going to be a great, great thing, not only for my children, but for myself. We're going to be spending 24/7 together. And how beautiful is that? Even if we only do this for a year or a couple years, what a beautiful thing to be together with the people I love the most, my husband and my 2 kids, 24/7, traveling the world, seeing beautiful sights, meeting beautiful people, exploring different cultures, learning together, doing it all together. I think that is going to be so magical, and this is going to be a portion of our life that we are going to cherish forever. So I'm really excited. I'm very nervous too. Very nervous. Nervous how are we going to continue this life once we get out of here? I don't know. But very excited at the same time. Also very excited for homeschool. I've already started reading the first lesson plan because I am about to become a teacher. Anyways, I really want to eat my ice cream, so I'm going to get you guys off of my ice cream and show you how delicious this looks. Like, look at it. Oh, so good. I haven't made a Ninja Creamy in so long. I need to get a spoon and I'll taste this with you guys. So I did the Fairlife chocolate protein milk, and then I also did a scoop of vanilla protein powder and 2 Oreos. This is a good one. This is a good one. I haven't made a Ninja Creami in so long, and I forgot how much I love them. I want to say this thing has, let me see. It says like 50 grams of protein in it. That's wild. I definitely need to up my protein intake, so this is an easy, wonderful way to do it, and I get to eat ice cream. Anyways, I'm clearly stalling because I need to be working on my TOEFL course, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. I cannot wait to share the rest of our adventures with you guys. We have like 20-something days until we leave. So if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.